My name's Shawn and I'm a professional big wave surfer. So the injury that happened to me, I was surfing in a remote area in California this September. And it's a pretty remote area with only a few guys out. One of them was my friend. I knew the rest of the guys out there, but I got stuck in a situation where I was up against some really large rocks with some larger waves moving at me. I was forced to dive under this large wave that was about to hit me, and when I did that, as I dove down underwater, there was a pinnacle, a rock sticking up, that on the surface was invisible. There wasn't any movement or sign in the water to designate that there was an obstacle underwater. And I hit the top of that rock with the top of my head, diving down with a lot of force. My hands didn't break the impact, and I just remember when I hit that rock, listening to my neck breaking. It was like a chandelier. It was just like, just ripping apart. X-rays showed I broke my neck in 4 places. I kept going back to my neurologist and going, I have a really bad concussion. Can you help me? Can you please, like, what do I do? And I just wasn't getting answers from any of my doctors, and I just was getting extremely frustrated because I couldn't explain to my family what was going on. I couldn't explain to the doctors, obviously, what was going on, but they were treating me just like I had any other concussion. Like, it was just normal concussion, you're gonna get better, but it turns out through the test that it was like the last of many concussions, and it put me over my threshold into the position that I was, that I had suffered major brain damage. Before I started hyperbaric therapy, I was a mess. I wasn't myself. I was like desperate to find a solution to the pain I was in, the brain fatigue. It was just like either I was gonna be this person and my life was gonna change, or I needed to get back to who I was. And I was desperately searching for answers. And you know, luckily I met you, Dr. Cook, and Dr. Cher, and you guys told me about Bay Area Hyperbarics and got me down here. And you know, the effects were immediate after my first treatment. I can't say this is going to happen for everyone, but I went into that chamber, and when I came out, it was like I could feel my old self starting to come back finally. Like, this person that had left my body was starting to come back, and I was aware that I was going to get better finally, and finally felt like the hope, and the momentum started immediately. So I can't imagine how good I'm going to feel by the time I get out of here. I do expect and believe I'm going to have 100% full recovery because of Bay Area Hyperbarics.